Hello and welcome to a beautiful and sunny Shanghai in China. We just got to the country yesterday and the place has shocked us already. We're to explore a lot more of this mega city today, but we're starting off in the People's Park, which is this beautiful green space right in the city centre that we're in at the moment. And we've come here for one very interesting and unique reason. Every weekend, right in the park here, there is a marriage market that takes place. And yes, you heard that correctly, a marriage market. It's a place where parents and grandparents come to try and find a match for their children, and it's done in a very unique way that I haven't seen anywhere else in the world. So we're going to go and see that for ourselves, learn a wee bit more about the market, and hopefully share that information with you. And you never know, I might even get myself a wife. Let's go.
So to give you a little bit more context, basically all of the parents and grandparents come here on the weekends to try and find their children, their grandchildren, a match. They are trying to find someone to marry off their children to or their grandchildren, and they all have their little pages in front of them with some information, and people come, they walk around, they read them, and they try to find the best match for their person, I guess. It's not very often though that you find any young people coming here. It's always the parents or the grandparents that are coming to do the searching, I guess, if that's the way you want to put it. It is so interesting to walk through the park here and just see everything that's going on. Obviously all of the signs are in Mandarin, so we can't actually read what's happening. We've had a few cheeky wee Google Translates, and it says on the signs whether the person is like female, male. It'll include their age, their zodiac sign. It'll also include things like their occupation, their income status, like how they are financially. But it's funny that it doesn't include anything about the person's interests or hobbies. This is something that the parents and grandparents don't look for. It's more about like stability. And obviously there are a lot of things that go into it. It's very statistical. I don't know what the outcome of it is, like how successful it is, but it is very interesting and quite cute as well. I don't know whether that's because we're in the park setting, it's a lovely morning, but it is very, very different and very interesting. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. It's definitely a very different way at looking at dating and a very unique style, but maybe it could be a new way forward. Maybe it's the new Tinder. Maybe people back home have to start sending their parents out with a list of things about them and see what comes back off it. You never know. You never know who you might find.
That has to be one of the most fascinating markets that I have ever seen, and I feel like I could walk around there all day translating people's wee signs and finding out the different bits of information and statistics and all the sons and daughters that I suppose are up for marriage and trying to like get a match. But we did say we want to see a lot more of this incredible mega city today, and we have a lot of plans, so we're going to hop on the metro now and head the other direction across the city and see a completely different area. As I said earlier, the metro here in Shanghai is unreal. It goes literally all over the city. It's so easy to operate and use. All the signs are in English, all the announcements are also in English and Mandarin. We picked up these this morning. It's a 3-day pass. It cost us £4.50 roughly sterling each, and that's all of our transport sorted for the next few days.
We are going to make our way to our next stop, which is the Old Street here in Shanghai. So that was an extremely short walk to get from the metro to here, and now we are officially in the Old Street area, and there is a lot going on here. We weren't here too long before a Chinese lady actually came over to me who spoke really, really good English, and she was telling me that this area was actually only built like 40 to 50 years ago, and it was made as like a tourist attraction to get people in. There's loads of souvenir shops, there's loads of different food places, but the center point that we're in right now is so, so beautiful. The architecture is amazing. Even though it mightn't be that old, it is really, really nice to look at. It actually turned out though that the lady that was speaking to me earlier works for one of the tea houses here, and she was trying to get us in to try some of their tea. We didn't go with her, but we did see some of the tea and smell some of the tea that's going on around here, and it smells so, so good. You can get it in berry flavour, mango, all of it, and it looks quite funny. It literally looks like potpourri, but apparently you just add water and you enjoy. Loads of food choices. Look at them. some dumplings or pork buns?
Yeah, steamed buns. Well, we've got steamed buns, we've got dumplings, we've got silong baos, which is a really traditional Chinese dish that is amazing. I nearly lost an eyeball there. Did you see that? Ghost.
Are you tempted?
A wee bit tempted, but I think I'm going to go on for another wee while. Don't want anything yet.
A wee cat place.
I was going to say, I think it's like a cat cafe, but I don't even think they're serving like drinks.
I think it's just a hangout with cats.
Yeah, you can go chill out with the cats. And they're very cute. Look at this one, it's so fluffy. It looks like you, as wee chubby cheeks start to sleep. Look at wee kitty. Doing silver classes over here. There's a wee bit of everything going on. And it's so funny, I'm getting a proper laugh. So far, I have been asked twice by 2 different people if I want to buy a Rolex watch. Somebody came up to me earlier on and was like, oh, you want Louis Vuitton? You want Louis Vuitton? Or do you want Gucci? And like, it's people trying to sell you a wee bit of everything. Now, I'm going to make a guess here that it's not legitimate stuff. I'm going to have a stab in the dark and say it's all knockoffs. I could be very wrong. There could be legitimate kind of top brand going on here. The Rolexes might be real. I'm not going to be buying them to find out, to be honest. But it is giving me a giggle today. Around the Old Street area, there's also a number of temples you can visit. We opted to see the City God Temple, or also known as the Temple of the City Gods, which is one of the most commonly visited temples here in the city. We even read online that there's an old saying in Shanghai, one who fails to reach the temple never reaches Shanghai. This is a temple of Taoism and enshrines 3 town gods, and it was built to protect the safety of the people in the city, with these 3 gods being regarded as patron saints in Taoism. Every day, thousands of people visit the temple to pray, and tourists like us come to get a better understanding of Taoism and to experience the beauty and tranquility that emerges from the temple. But after a bit of walking around, window shopping and people watching, we decided to make a move. So we just hopped on the metro and came across the river to the financial district here in Shanghai, and we've popped right out underneath the Oriental Tower. And it is incredible looking, like, look at this. Not this is just a pillar, but this one. It's nuts.
We seen it from across the river the other night, but it looks insane up close.
It's like a full like alien spaceship nearly. It's so cool. It's loads of pink kind of glass windows around the side. It's so super tall. It is just straight up. Oh my days. And thankfully the sun's coming out as well. The skies are blue now, so it's a much nicer day.
It's still pretty chilly though.
It is. It's still pretty cold. As you can see, Ashlyn's got to get her coat on. It's a wee bit chilly, but it is beautiful, and I am blown away by this tower. We have seen a lot of very impressive buildings, architecture and towers throughout all of Asia, but I think this is the most unique by a long shot.
It looks like a rocket.
It does. It literally looks like a rocket. It is stunning. Wow.
I do love that it has a pop colour.
Wow.
It is so busy over here. There's people everywhere. But there is a lot to explore over on this side. There's so many huge buildings. You've got all of the big banks, the skyscrapers, the tower, the biggest building. No, second biggest building in the world. Third biggest building in the world. Sorry, Malaysia, I keep getting that one wrong. But there is a lot to see over here, so I understand why it's busier. And I forgot to mention that there is also an aquarium right beside the Oriental Pearl Tower, and it is right here. I'd say that would be so much fun. I do love an aquarium, but that is not why we're here today. So we were feeling a little bit peckish, so we have come into Yang's Dumplings, which is meant to be a really, really popular chain. And the crowd is crazy. The queue is literally out the door. I'm not exactly sure what Owen has ordered, but he is just waiting for them to be made up. We haven't actually went for dumplings. We have went for the pan-fried buns because we're obsessed. So we will have to wait and see what they're like.
Look at these. So we have went for their signature classic soup dumplings, which I believe might have some shrimp in them. I'm not 100% sure. I was trying to translate the menu. It was a very rushed situation coming in, so I was just like, this one, and pointed and hoped for the best. They are flat out in here. So let's give these very famous dumplings a try. However, because we love spice, we need to get some chili onto them as well. Dumplings and steamed buns have become a real favourite of ours in this past couple of months. We have been eating them basically every day. These look super juicy. I did watch them pour oil over the top of them when they were all frying in the pan as well, so they're a wee bit greasy. Wow, so wait till you see the juice is pouring out of it. Like, look at the soup literally leaking out of that. How incredible does that look? I'm expecting it to be super hot and pipey because he has just taken them off the pan. So I'm probably going to burn my mouth. Probably won't be worth it though. Oh, not worth it. Oh, my face. Let's try again. Oh, it's hot. Take 3. Take 4. 4 tries later, and we're in. And the flavours in that, oh my days, that is fantastic. They are packed full of meat. Look at the amount of pork meat in that. It's the fact they're so juicy, they're literally filled with soup, and that's the reason it's so hot. The soup's just piping inside. But that flavour is good. It's better than good, that is fantastic. Yeah.
I am going to watch and learn from Owen and make sure to give my dumpling a little air hole to breathe for a minute, but it definitely is the soup that makes it so hot. Okay, so I think I know where we were messing up. I've been people watching because it's the only way to learn how to eat food properly is watch other people. And I think you put the dumpling into your mouth and then you suck the juice out of it, the soup out of it, and then you proceed to eat the dumpling, which makes so much sense. Like, why is it whenever you see someone else do something, you're like, it's so obvious? But I have one dumpling left, so let's see if I can do it correctly this time. So good.
No, is that actually what you do?
110% Yang's dumplings are worth the hype. And I know I said earlier that I didn't think that they are dumplings, but I just think they're Chinese style dumplings. They're not the typical type of dumplings that you would find in like other parts of Asia, but I still think they're dumplings.
So literally right in front of the Oriental Pearl Tower, you have this huge big circular pedestrian walkway above and surrounding the road. It is massive as well. It's clearly a big place where people come up and take photos because you've got an amazing angle of the tower. You can see all out over the massive skyscrapers throughout this whole part of the city. And you can also see this beautiful roundabout right in the middle down here where there's just loads of flowers and stuff. And it's just... honestly, Shanghai has shocked us both, me and Aisling. It's just taken our breaths away how incredible the place is. This walkway is such a nice wee touch as well. Like, because the road's obviously massive here and there's so many people coming to see it, the surrounding area, it's a great way you can actually keep the people away from the road so it's not too busy down there for the traffic and for people walking on the actual footpaths that are going places. And all the tourists are basically up here, so yeah, it's been quite well thought through.
It really, really is. I don't think I've ever been in a place that makes me feel so tiny. Like, everything's so big on such a big scale. The city itself is huge. And everything's just done in such a really, like, well executed way. Like, everything's so pretty, so well looked after. The architecture is amazing. And it's a beautiful day as well. Okay, so we have made our way back over to the other side of the river to the Nanjing Road, which is a massive big pedestrian area here in Shanghai. And even though it mightn't look it right now, it is crazy busy this evening. Day 2 has been a success and we have really enjoyed today. But I think we're going to leave this video here and probably spend the rest of the evening walking up and down this road and probably picking up some tasty food.